Um, my AC actually held up on this fight. Fighting the undead, like Kellenvor is blessed me for. Not so much. Fighting some fighting some little goofies in a castle keep. Hey,
Yeah. The Duergar and the little fungal creeps, for sure, for sure. Okay, and we'll get into that as well, because we gotta figure that stuff out as well. Okay, yeah, let's see if I can do this. Yeah, I
we have
can.
one Duragar hostage, and then
Oh, that's right.
one fungal creep under Zach's control.
Oh, sorry, before we start, just a little warning. I do have an early morning tomorrow, so I may have to leave after a certain point, but I'll try to stay as long as possible.
All right, just let me know when you got a dip. All right, so Cleo, you have ventured back, and you know they're coming this way to besiege this area. I want you to roll me either a perception or survival check in order to figure out where these individuals are.
Okay, perception is 13, survival is 1, so,
Oh yeah, you have like a feat, right?
oh, sorry, I meant +3, not 13.
Okay. I'm like, what the hell? All right. Which one? Ooh, 18. All right. With an 18, you're able to see um, a bit of a disturbance kind of over here in the snow.
Yeah, she approaches it.
All right. 18 is good enough. You approach it, and inside, you see your. Oh, hold up. I gotta change layers. I go to. There we go. Friends inside with a bunch of corpses and one guy in there kind of. Oh, yeah. They broke open this, a hole in the wall in order to kind of breach this place. So you can walk into that area atop's the corpses. Yeah, so back to y'all. You guys have this guy, and you guys have one fungal potential friend. We'll see who decides what and what conversations may come of it. Yeah, what do y'all do? What is y'all's plan?
Before we get started on everything, I think now that things are starting to settle down, a little bit of Rod's training's going to kick in. And seeing that there were some fungal things, and he's still not sure if they're undead or not, he's going to go ahead and cast Divine Sense to try to make sure that what's in the room is the only thing around.
With divine sense, that is it? What is it? The exact wording?
You can you can detect good and evil until the end of your next turn. You can sense anything affected from the hollow. All right, sorry, give me a second. My kid is.
No worries, no worries.
You're being very rude. Buddy. What? You're being very rude. All right.
Meh.
Parenting at its finest.
Yeah. No, this is not
Helps if I put the headphones in the correct direction. Can detect good and evil until the end of your next turn. You can sense anything affected by the hollow spell or know the location of any celestial fiend or undead within 60 feet that is not behind total cover.
Interesting.
So I think as part of that, I will also stick my head into the hidey hole or the little underground thing just to make sure that.
As of yet, I'm going to double check to see I don't know if it's undead. I mean, it's a fungi, so like it eats like the dead. So I'm trying to figure out the exact.
Do you do anything to cast that? Like, do
Oh
you
yeah.
say anything or somatic?
Um,
I don't know if
I
opening
don't know.
awareness
There's nothing.
requires it.
There's nothing in the book on it.
Okay.
Um, let's see.
Zach would be protective of it, just because she's very curious about it, and this is not something that's happened before, so she she would probably like either try to stand in front of it or put a protective arm around it.
Yeah. So it just says strong sense of good and evil, like can sense that stuff like a foul or a pleasant odor or whatever. So I think what you end up seeing is Rod standing over the uh, standing over the Durgar, and he'll put the butt of his glaive down, and you see him just take a deep breath, and with um with a little bit of a growl, uh, you know, Kellenborg, show me any others. And his eyes open, but there's a excuse me, there's like a black screen over his eyes just for a second as the divine sense takes over, and he kind of paces around the room and sticks his head in the thing, and
Yeah, she would be a little protective of it from you.
As you walk around, there are no undead. I'm looking up kind of there is this kind of weird medium between a like the undead is it's more plant than undead. Looking up Myconid stats, that's what's showing me that. Um, but it does feel like, as a kind of a gut reaction, like this feels wrong, at least into Kellumbor. But it's not passing that threshold of like it has to be done right now, due to the fact that it's not like pinging immediately as undead. Um,
yeah, and Rod, not very smart.
mhm.
So I'm sure that if Zach explained to him that oh, it's the mushroom that's alive, and the corpse is just a food source, like you have your rations in your backpack. I think after these several days of travel, that Rod would be inclined to trust her on this, especially since his sense is not picking up anything.
Oh, she doesn't know shit yet, so she's not gonna justify anything.
Okay, then Rod is gonna be very confused about this thing, but it's not picking anything up. So
All right then. No.
while interparty conflict is fun, session 3 is a little early there, DM.
Hey, listen, I was like, maybe you'll resolve it. I don't know. We'll find out. How adversarial is this gonna get, and how fast are we going to solve it? Is it gonna be a slow burn, or is it gonna be fireworks immediately? Okay, so there are no undead individuals, evil. You're kind of sensing, and you said it also senses evil, or is it just those types of individuals? Or is it
Uh,
good? Because I know that there's been changes since like 3.5 to 5e and stuff.
Yeah, so again, presence of strong evil registers. Just like powerful good. But I know the locations of celestial fiends and undead.
JJ.
So
you have some of the stuff, some jewelry, right?
oh yeah, from let's see, what's her face?
Mm-hmm.
Lady Menthol or something like that.
Yeah. You're detecting stuff from Nine's bag or whatever he's carrying his items in.
Good stuff or bad stuff?
Bad stuff. Bad stuff.
Yeah. So.
It's a lie. I only have good stuff.
Yeah. So as I'm rocking around, I guess once the confusion over the Mushroom Man, the Mushroom Man, if you will, is done, he'll catch that faint whiff of sulfur and rot, and he'll just start kind of following it back towards Nine. And is your bag on you, Nines, or did you like toss it in the corner before we started fighting?
No, he takes everything with him.
By the way, Nine's the name is Avarice of the white tiefling.
Oh, I know.
Okay.
It's on the list. Oh, are you talking about different necklaces or something?
No, you got it from the person that left, that just walked by y'all. When you cleared that last care.
Oh, are you not talking about the one I got from the old lady who said a bunch of weird stuff?
Oh wait, that is that one. Yeah, that one definitely.
Yeah,
one definitely.
I was like, all right, hold on. You need to see my items because maybe you got.
I've got the different jewelry. I'm sorry, I forgot to look at jewelry lists, but I thought you had.
I'm blinged out,
man. Yeah, so you have Lady. I know her name. Just give me this.
I got the triangle pendant.
Yes, that thing. That thing's bad.
And then it was a ruby, I think you're talking
about. Mm-hmm. Yes.
Yes, the ruby I got from her.
There we go. That's what those two things. Okay. Definitely the pendant more so than the ruby.
Yeah. So, yeah, like I said, I think I'll follow my nose back to Nines, and knowing that it's not him because it's not like super strong, but like coming from him. But also knowing that we have a slightly more pressing matter at hand because there's a Durgar kneeling on the floor still. Nines. I'm getting a sense of some bad stuff in your bag, and maybe we should check that out later.
I mean, I'm pretty sure I threw away those bad rations, but yeah. I mean, it kind of like lifts up the pit, does like the sniff move. Like, I mean, if you're saying you smell something, we can talk later.
Yeah. Just later, and I will. I'll step away and just stand menacingly in front of the Durgar.
All right. Yeah. Anything else? Any other moves from any of our players?
What did I miss, y'all?
Oh, Cleve, there you are. You missed a good scuffle here. I'm quite hurt.
Oh, I'm sorry. May I?
Oh, please.
And I will. How badly hurt are you?
I'll have to do my own heal too.
Okay. I will go ahead and give you 10 lay on hands.
Yeah, I don't know that you need that many.
All right. I will give you 5 lay on hands.
How many is that's that?
You're just
What?
like passing, McDonald's French fries around. I'll fix it. I'm pretty
Share that
fucked
10
up over
piece.
here.
All right. I'll also give nines 5 lay on hands.
What does that mean?
This is
It's just HP, right?
yeah 5 HP.
I think so.
Oh, it's 5 HP. Okay.
Yeah. Correction. Sorry. I will lay on hands on Cleo and nines to restore 5 HP each. Also, consequently, because I gave 5, if either of you, for some reason, had a disease or poison, you no longer have that.
You mean Zach?
Oh yeah, Cleo's good. Yeah.
Yeah, this is one of the first things that they taught us was, sometimes, you know, Kalambor will bless his warriors with a little bit of extra endurance, and you feel a unpleasant is the wrong word, but it's not exactly a pleasant feeling of a like a chill, warming touch go through you, sort of like putting icy hot on a tender spot. Like it's not altogether unpleasant, but it's not.
This Bridgerton actress, but
Sorry.
Icy hot.
Okay. She'll thank you, and then she'll also do a little bit on herself. Where'd it go? There.
All right. Y'all gain y'all's health. And the howling of the wind starts to pick up. Nature is not being so kind. As you see that the visibility from outside was once potentially like 100 feet is now coming down to close to 20 feet in front of y'all.
Your hopes that the rest of them are more friendly and welcoming.
You and I'll point my finger at the captured Duragar. How many more are in the keep?
Nothing. We've lost everybody here.
I don't
Insight
have
check.
Go ahead, roll it.
15.
All right. He sounds sincere.
You best not be lying, and I will.
I see that you mean business. I'm just here. We were supposed to look for some. And then he holds his tongue.
Look
Finish
for
your
some what?
sentence.
Some special ore or some material, and we didn't kind of like looking to the corpse of that larger individual in the corner. We didn't happen to get there. But here we are.
Special type of ore.
It's no use to you. It's and you see that like there's like something inside him, um, fearing for his life in more ways than one at this point.
Is he still under the effect of the intimidate from the end of last session?
Oh. Um, I'll say yes. So I'll divulge a little bit more to kind of push that over into this session. That he's like, he looks back up, he sees the dead body, he looks at y'all, who like, what's it called? A new person coming in. So there's no chance. I mean, Theory and Zach and Nines were both really messed up. And you were basically untouched this round, so you thought maybe I can put someone to hostage, and then Cleo walks in saying, "Hey, how are things going?" And now he's like, "Fuck." He goes, "It's this shard, okay? It's this black shard. It's no use to anybody else. It's only for us.
But what does it do?
It's special. It's like a relic. Only it's by birthright of the Durgar that we deserve to create this." And then it just lets out a gasp, like creates it's a way back to this land. It's no use by itself. Maybe a blade, but few can fashion.
I don't think we're here specifically for it. It's only because you've mentioned it that I'm interested. Tell me.
What?
Tell me about your little friend here. What do you know about him?
Which one are you kind of?
I'm pointing at the mushroom.
Okay, cool. As he points, that was just they just listen.
Where did it come from?
This old man. He had him as his bodyguards. As soon as he was dead, they stood still. We talked to them, told them to come. They followed. They fear our presence.
You've heard it.
Well, look, he points to the dead corpses. Looks like you all heard it.
If you don't have any questions for him, go for it.
And you talk to
Everyone else.
everyone else.
You got anything, Nines?
Yeah. I mean, where's these? You said the thing for shards or something like that. I mean, where's that at?
We're looking for them. They ain't around here. All we found is some silly lamps.
Lamps, you say?
Yeah, we're looking for that. Well,
It's not a light source. Like candles?
No.
No.
The real colorful one.
it's like light in a box kind of thing.
Well-
Not yay big.
Well, yeah, but like it's not just any lamp. It changes colors.
That sounds like something we were looking for. Actually, where is that located?
Oh, yes. I've been needing that. Perhaps, if you're useful, you give us that. We won't worry about you too much. How about that?
Hey. I mean, you let me go? Get out of here? I can't
After
call to anybody. It did take me at least a fortnight. But
after we have the lamp.
hey, the whole complex is yours. I have, and kind of like he just shrugs off all his items and like his weapons, and he's just his clothes on his back. He's like kind of showing you like I've got nothing except for a couple rations, and that's it.
Perfect. Anybody need anything before we go? I just want to talk to my new friend for a moment before we go down the hole. Anything else for you guys?
Have we looted the bodies?
Probably not. I can tell you what
Nice.
they have.
So I'll help you if you're doing that.
Are you gonna start looting the bodies? He's gonna walk out that hole in the wall,
Oh,
clean it.
no.
Oh no! He's okay.
No,
No.
he's not going.
I mean, Zach has struck the deal with the guys. So like at this point, Rod's concern is minimal, and at the question of hey, do we need anything else before we go? It's like well, let's see if there's anything useful on these guys before we take off, because we don't know what is in the rest of the castle. Though we are we are landowners now.
I am gonna. How tall is the mushroom? Couple feet or?
like it's like embedded in a corpse, so like roughly like 5'10", with like
Oh, okay.
the like the kind of like the heads of the mushrooms just kind of like sticking out the side of his head, and one out the back of his skull where it seems like that's the original way of death, just kind of like blooming essentially out the back.
Okay. I'm going to try to mind link with it. So they'll just see me staring at it and it staring back at me. But I want to see if I can mind link and converse with it.
Okay.
And I'm gonna ask it. Yeah, I haven't seen something like you before. Can you tell me about yourself?
We are not many. We are just us. And you see that it's not moving a mouth. It doesn't need to. But it
So this
feels
would be a mental link.
yes, but it
Okay.
feels definitely different than your mental link, as it already kind of reached out to you prior.
Okay.
It's like as if it had its own mental link to link back with you already. It's like an unfamiliar number, like a caller unknown kind of feel.
It's like when Nextel came out with the walkie-talkie thing.
Yes.
Sorry.
I don't know anything about you. Are you a friend or a foe?
We just exist. We just follow what may help us grow. No master. No creator. No more. Just us.
Do you want to stay here?
Looks, you kind of see that it kind of like steps back. Perchance, but would only last for as long as whatever here lets us survive and continue to thrive.
I don't know that I can promise you Safe travel with us.
I would want to grow my colony. We were 4, now just 1 body.
I can understand wanting a colony.
Say that one more
Most
time,
of
sorry.
Sorry. I can understand wanting a colony. Do you only require dead bodies?
Bodies, anything that is gone that we can use to continue the cycle.
It is very, very cold out there. I'm not sure you would survive, but if you don't mind, I can say to you.
You kind of you see that it kind of walks over to the window and reaches out the hand that it kind of controls, and you start to see that the hand starts getting frostbitten. But due to the active decay, you see that around where the frostbitten parts start to happen, it starts to grow mushrooms and slowly kind of forming a like club-like hand. It's like, we have adapted. Just, we were born of this place. We can survive in this place.
Right. And then I'm gonna say to everyone else, I get the opinion that this little friend would like to come with us and can survive the cold. But they are looking for things that are dead and decaying to live upon.
So the plant is the one that's alive, not the body.
Correct. That's
Sounds
my
good to me.
understanding.
See, this is why I don't. You religious types are very weird.
I'm not religious.
No, he's looking at Rod.
What? What?
Well, it's
The
just, if
body
they make
is-
sense, they don't make sense, then you don't gotta explain it to me. Like you start into any religious thing. He's like, no, I don't. Fine,
by the
it's
way,
fine.
by the way, it should be said that I think Nines and I are both like going through the big Durgar's pockets right now while we're
Oh yeah, having this conversation.
Oh, and then,
Through their I mean, every single Duergar that came to fight y'all all had a war pick. You see that the large one that has fallen and kind of slowly like is growing back to its size that it was, has a black shard, and I'm gonna say, Rod, as you pull it out, I want Cleo to roll me a insight check.
I don't know what's worse, being told to make a roll when you touch something, or somebody else being told to make a roll when you touch something.
You're not dead. That's
Yeah.
good.
well, but Cleo becomes Gollum. And
Oh, 18's not bad.
18, it's not bad. You see that the guy's eyes widen. The guy, the last man, the survivor, essentially, just widens, and he kind of darts his eyes, and he meets yours in accident, and kind of looks down.
You're just gonna point that out and be like, why are you being sus?
What do you mean? Eyes still wide.
They're all like suspicious and shifty and look, just look at them.
I can't look at my own eyes. I don't know. What do you mean? And I'm not suspicious. And everybody around the room can tell that there's definitely something up with this guy. All of a sudden.
Yeah.
I mean, is this the black shard that you were talking
Hey,
about?
hey. Can I have that?
This feels like a time to say no.
Listen, you wouldn't. You see that he's starting to get flustered. You wouldn't even know what to do with it.
You said it could make a sword or a blade. It looks pretty cool. All right,
Yeah.
I just have this regular steel blade. Maybe a black blade would be better.
Listen.
Plus, usually you take rocks to other humans. They like shiny rocks. They give you other shiny rocks you use to buy things, barter, trade, civilization, society.
Rod,
Yes.
might I? And she puts her hand out. I can detect magic on it. I can do that ritualistically.
Okay.
Yep. Rod hands it over.
You give me a few minutes. That's 10 minutes, right?
Yeah, it's 10 minutes. Yeah. We'll just expedite it and say it happens. And you.
It's just sorry. Since we're taking time, can I begin taking a short rest?
Here, hold your 10, and if we have another 10 later, yes, okay? Just keep it on your fingies.
Okay, wait.
Let me know when I can roll once.
Okay, fine. We'll say 15. We're at a quarter, right? It's an hour for a short rest.
30.
30?
I mean, you can make it whatever you want it to be, honey.
Oh my gosh, don't do this to me.
Wait, could Cleo simultaneously like identify it?
Oh, I mean, if you just want to identify it, here, go for it.
No, she just noticed you like trying to detect its magic or whatever, and she's just also like poking her finger at it and trying to figure out what it is.
If you can figure it out, go for it. My magic's limited in what I can learn of it.
She just like shrugs and is like, I can take a guess, and kind of like pokes at it some more for another 10 minutes.
You, with this shard, you kind of feel a very, and I guess I should have told you this before. There is a bit of an evil presence within it. On its own, it seems weak, but in your hands, it feels like if enough of these shards are put together, it can create a magical weapon. But there is a deep evil within it.
You telling me or you telling Cleo? Because Cleo's doing identify.
Yeah, I'm telling Cleo. And I guess magic-wise, almost like a charming effect, I want to say.
So with that evil comment, retroactively, would I have?
Yes.
Okay.
I just double checked it, and it's like literally just like Ken will be evil. I'm like, oh, what the fuck? Should have known that. But yeah.
Magic weapon as in like a melee weapon?
Yes.
Oh, Cleo would be kind of interested in that. Not gonna lie.
Well, you guys get enough, you can have enough for everybody.
Yeah, she'll mention that. Just be like, related details of, possible magic weapon? Question mark. But also, How apparent is the evil? Is it like super evil?
Within this shard, you can't really tell.
Okay.
But I mean, like it's not that you can't tell. Like within the shard itself, it's slightly evil. But like if you start collecting more and more, you're creating a bigger evil presence.
Yeah, she has dubious morals, so I'm just gonna say she doesn't notice.
Okay.
But yeah, she'll mention the like the properties of making collecting and making more magic weapon stuff to the party.
Mm-hmm.
I would be careful that if the others are like this, that we do not lose ourselves in whatever it is we create.
It's a cool magic sword.
You're really speaking my language. I'm just. There's a strong sense to it.
Okay, I'll be careful. Can I keep it? I'll hold on to it.
I turn back to the Duragar
Mm-hmm.
and say, what do you plan to do with it?
Well, under Master Craftsman, we can create something larger and more fiercer and giant weapon, not giant weapons, just regular weapons, but the coming of. And you see that there's a hold. If I know that if I say this, it will change nothing, but it will bring a great, wonderful presence back into this world. Something we Duergars have been waiting for a long time.
Do I know enough about Duragars to know that he's bullshitting me right now?
Roll me an insight or a history.
Sounds like he's like a cult dude, just going off about their cult stuff.
Oh my god. Apparently I don't.
It sounds like he's not bullshitting you. It sounds like he's just straight up just saying what he believes.
But do I know that they're like typically evil leaning or like neutral evil?
The sect that was here prior wasn't, but you know that the new that are coming into town are definitely having some sort of nefarious thing workings about, because they've been kind of pestering local people. Like before, it was just keep to themselves, mine, we're golden. These guys, they're not. There's something they're not doing properly. They're still hanging outside for some reason, trying to find something. So that's what's going on.
Okay, so I know that the ones that were here before kind of weren't of dubious nature, but I tend to think that the current band are
Yes. Yes.
Okay. I'm not inclined to trust you, but I don't feel like you're lying at the moment. Perhaps you're right for you, it'd be great, but what would it mean for everyone else?
Everyone else does not matter for our plans to succeed.
How will it impact the communities here?
They will be free.
What is it?
Oh, free from their pain of suffering. They will finally feel warmth.
Are you trying to get rid of the magic here?
or kill everybody, but they're not going to be warm. This ground is pretty frozen.
We are attempting to rectify that.
Oh,
We're not.
interesting.
Yes, very. Now, is there any other questions? Anything else?
You see, I am looking for a way to lift this magical blanket that covers this land. Strange bedfellows.
I think if we are able to succeed, then potentially, once we're done, everything will be fine.
I still feel that connection with Mr. Mushroom Man
Yes.
person.
Mhm.
I'm going to mentally ask, do you find this one trustworthy?
Corpses came. That was almost bad. Come on. I guess I shook it. Alright, time to test it. There we go. We're good. Bodies came. The colony grew a bit. I have no quarrel with that.
Do you know anything about what they're doing here?
No. They seem to be interested in death. That's why they kept us around.
Are we ready to head off into the rest of the building?
And Rod jumps down the hole.
Okay.
Okay.
Alrighty then.
Zach will poke the Durogar and tell him he's next.
Oh, I'm going with. I'm not. Okay.
Uh-huh.
All right.
You gotta find us the lantern.
You'll be free once we have the lantern.
Hold on. Before he goes scurrying off in the dark and we lose sight of you. Here. And Nines uncurls part of the rope he's got, indicating he wants him to tie himself. And Nines is going to hold the other end.
He obliges. He starts trying to tie his own arms, but you see he does. Let me see if he does well or not.
I just was picturing around his waist. I just knew.
Oh, his waist. I thought you wanted his hands.
Hey, if he's doing that, I'm not gonna stop him.
All right, yeah, he does that. He does it all right, actually, for tying his own hands up. But I mean, that's it.
See, when he does that, like Nines brings in like the lead, like so they're only like 10 feet apart, just and narrows his eyes. Like, you and I are gonna stay close friends, I think.
I don't like this at all.
Yeah, I don't either. But,
At
least this way you stay, conscious.
let's.
Or we can do this the easy way.
Well, I do need help getting up the stairs or the ladder. As you're leading the charge rod, you see another ladder going back up.
I start climbing.
All right, you climb up, and you guys enter. Hold on, let me just do this. Over here, you enter this armory. Am I moving the map or the? Okay, no, I'm not. Okay, good.
Are we going north? Yeah.
Yes, north. Sorry, right here. Yep.
I do ask the mushroom to come with, if they would like.
You see that the mushroom's like, it may take me time to climb up these stairs. I am not as coordinated with this body.
You wish to stay, you may. Perhaps you could use these bodies to colonize.
And he goes, before he jumps down, he goes, very well. And you see these spores fall off this body and starts to take place on these open wounds from these individuals.
Is it staying or coming with?
It's coming with.
Okay.
All right.
Since we're in an armory, I'm just gonna peek around real fast and just see if there's anything better here than what I got on.
No, 2 crossbows. Nothing else. It seems like everything that would have been like on a place, it was taken up as on their way to attack y'all.
Okay.
Are there any arrows?
I will say that
Crossbow bolts,
there's
but-
definitely bolts. I'll say there's 20 bolts and there's 40 arrows.
I'll take like 10 more arrows.
Okay.
for me.
Down the hall, there's snow kind of whooshing into this room as the air outside is starting to kind of kick up.
Adrian, as we're like walking along this place, I'm gonna kind of keep my eyes on our friend here. I'm kind of just really watching him to see if he, subconsciously like darts his head in a particular direction. Potential hidden traps, passageways, things of note that he might be trying to hide from us.
All right, sounds good.
The others kind of take the lead.
Raj is going to keep himself generally in front of everybody with, I guess, 9s and the Durgar right behind.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
We're keeping him between the two of us. I want to have my eyes on this guy.
All right. As y'all enter this next room, you see that in this cage there is an ogre that is like completely rotting away. And you see his skin has just essentially been frozen. And then next, it just doesn't move too much. And this one right here, 2 goats are sitting in there. And then this one is empty. Meh. I mean, they bleat, but I don't know how different. They're not screaming. I'm not going to scream in the mic, please.
You did a good goat.
That was a good goat.
Oh, thank you.
Well, you said the storm was picking up before we
Mhm.
came here, right?
Yeah.
Well, worst case scenario, we get stuck in here for the night. We got some dinner.
Are the goats male or female?
Roll for male or female. Evens is male, odds is female. So like,
I guess they're both female.
yeah. They're both female. Does that mean they're not meaty? What does that mean?
They're female?
Yeah, they're female.
Well, I was just wondering, because if they're female, then potentially they were being kept around for milk. So, I mean, if there's milk, then we could partake in some milk before dinner.
Thinking ahead. All right. Yeah, 2 female. Rod, we have a fork in the road. Where are we going? Okay.
Yes, because I can see the map this way.
All right. I want you to be right here real quick. 9s. Roll me insight.
That's
All right. This guy is looking kind of nervous.
But I'm not picking up on the catalyst for that is what I'm kind of taking.
Yeah, just a bit of a sweat. Nothing more.
Then I will watch my my living dowsing rod further. See if he continues to sweat as we go down this hallway. See if it increases.
All right.
Before we go any farther, I am going to check out this, what'd you say? Giant or cage?
Ogre.
Ogre is
Okay.
in a cage right here.
Oh, okay. I'll go there then, and I don't want to like touch it, but I do want to be like, I just kind of want to look in and see. You said it's dead.
Yes. You look in and there's like one of the eyes is kind of gone. An empty abyss.
I will ask the mushroom, why have you not colonized this one?
Not enough time. Need more time. We have time, potentially.
I think we're going to be here tonight, so you have time.
We will see.
Can I tell how the ogre died?
You see that half of its skin has been frozen, so potentially it was like held out into the cold and then just kind of like left out, and then in the morning was just kind of brought back in.
Can't say really anything about it. She'll just move on. But what was this big wooden thing? I apologize.
That's just like the entrance. It's like these
okay.
big well, here's the doors, the front gates. Let me see if I can kind of glean a little bit better about what this place is, or like what exactly that thing is.
Portcullis with murder holes.
That's
Well,
what
it almost looks like
looks
it
like.
raises up to the roof. It's like a platform.
It's a garage door.
Yeah, yeah, that's what it looks like. I can't really. It just I think it just opens this stone door.
Okay.
Okay. What are y'all doing?
I am going to. If Zach is done, I'm going to keep on keeping on.
Yeah, it's just following.
All right.
Just keep moving through the hallways and doorways and rooms until either getting to this fancy looking room right here, or you tell me something.
Yeah, nothing interesting here. That's a dog sled right there. Some broken boards that was used for fire. You notice that there's like kind of this weird kind of. Oh, yeah, that was an old fire. Sorry. Yeah, and then as you walk in, no one's. There you have it. Right on the desk, it says, I'm guessing that's over there in that corner, a lantern. Oh no, it's right there. That's the lantern.
Hey guys, look. And Rod will grab it hold it up.
Good.
As you hold it up, it's blue, and then slowly it changes to green, and then slowly changes to red.
Oh, this is pretty.
And there's some notes and stuff on this desk.
Hey, Cleo, there's some of that writing stuff in here. You like writing stuff, right?
Yeah, I can read. Yeah, she'll follow and try to see if she can read it.
It seems like there's a couple. There goes my. Ah! Whatever. Wow, it's so much nicer that the air is now flowing this way. A bunch of messages that were half written and scribbled up, and then finally there's one that actually is legible, saying, "Brother, you will find me on the frozen ferry in East Haven. From this new base, the search for Chardelaine continues. Long may our father reign over this dark land. Doth."
Yeah, she's gonna exaggerate and like make the same intonation that you did just now.
Okay. Yeah, ditto.
As if you're like, that's what it says.
Are you the brother, and is that Black Crystal the Chardelaine?
No, the person who had that stuff. Yeah, and you kind of like begrudgingly, because like the cat's out of the bag at this point. You're like, well, that's the stuff. That's the Chardelaine. And there is, it's like 5 or 6 shards there.
Ah.
And there's several ordinary tinted glass, and then 3 dagger side pieces.
Rod will reach out to grab them.
Ooh, grab me one of the dagger ones. That looks like it's my size.
Yep. Rod will grab the 3 pieces, and he'll hand one to Nines and put the other 2 in his bag.
Gotcha. There's also a coin purse that has 24 gold pieces and 17 silver.
Not anymore. There's not. Was it 24 gold, 17 silver?
Yes.
With my passive perception, would I see Nines snatching the bag?
I mean, are you being sneaky about it, Nines?
No, I was like kind of like have it dumped out, and I'm starting to like divvy it up in the piles.
Oh.
And you see him literally like on with the fingers, like trying to do math, tongue sticking out. Carry the remainder. Something about subtraction.
You know what a remainder is?
I mean, that was something my brother used to say. He said you always gotta carry it. So if you find it, tell me where it is, because I can never carry it. Because I haven't found it yet.
I think it's that gold coin over there.
Of course. He moves one from the one that you're pointing at from one pile to another. So yeah, I'm not trying to do anything on the slide.
Okay.
Let's move forward. That should be 6 each.
What?
Would be 4 gold each, because 4 times 5 of us is 20. So I have 4 gold remainder.
Oh, and then the remainder. So that's the remainder. Oh, you. Pocket 2 gold for 9.
So I will add my 4 gold.
I'm a silly goose. Me personally, the player. Who's the 5th one?
I have no
Oh, there's only
idea.
4 of us right now. I'm
There's only
sorry.
4 of us.
So that'll be 6 gold.
Yeah. All right, so 6 apiece.
Wasn't such a silly question after all. I was just like, are you
In
giving?
character, Rod's like, wait a minute, what's that? He's getting all the bodies.
Look, I looked in Discord. There were 5 of us. All right.
Aw, for me? A giant hand reaches down and grabs the gold.
Jesus saves.
Your
Got you,
offering
no,
is acceptable.
Don't spend it all in one place.
I don't know what the silver is. I don't remember how much it was. So
17, so that would be 4 apiece plus 1.
well, 16 divided by 4 would be 4 each, and then 1 left over.
And then there's that remainder. Pockets.
I did all the work.
Okay, so
Cleo helped me find the remainder. I gotta thank you. I've been looking for that damn thing forever.
yeah, Cleo in character very smart. Cleo the player outside of character not so smart. So needs a reminder. How much do I add?
4 silver, and then
6 gold.
6 gold.
Thank you.
Is there anything in, like, I'm guessing this is a box. This is a basket.
Mm-mm.
I don't know what
That-
this is. This is a chest.
I think the top left was kind of a chest. The top right was like an end table, but it was just a guess. But yeah. Let me.
Anything remotely look I don't know, booky, magicy, nerdy.
No, the papers is the most books you see around here.
Cool. I'm just like, alrighty, free money.
All right.
Shall we continue on?
It comes back out.
Yeah. And then we'll just there we go. Move down to this room. Going down the other path now. As we travel down the castle, back through the entryway and into the southern room.
Adrian, with us going this other way, how's
Roll me an insight.
our guy? Yeah. All right. It's better. 18.
18.
Yep.
He's not sweating as much. He's now shivering. As you all walk this way.
From like an existential crisis or the temperature?
The temperature.
Okay.
You see that as y'all head back, you start to see like smaller mushrooms kind of over here in this corner, but mostly everything else is empty within these tiny cells. This definitely looks like a prison area where they kept up, whatever they could find. And that's just an opening out as the wind just blows in snow. Like a pile starting to fill up here to the point where it might just start like piling up to a point where the wind is going to be not a concern anymore. Yep.
With nothing of interest, Rod will continue on.
All right.
Yep.
Here you kind of see these 4 doors and some like supplies in the corner over here and over here. Let's see. And if you guys kind of check these places out, let's see. Okay.
I'm trying to remember. You said that you've been by this area before, and you have seen this fortress here, or no?
I'm not.
Who
So
are you
these guys
talking about?
missed it.
Nines is talking to Zach.
Oh,
Well,
I'm sorry.
I was asking you player to player question.
Oh, player to
'Cause I
player. Oh,
remember-
okay.
Yeah, because I remember Zach is from the area and has mentioned in our past sessions something about either it's weird that this place is here because she came by here before and the building wasn't here, or I'm trying to remember if I'm misremembering that.
Look,
'Cause
I
it's-
have one very busy goldfish in my brain, and I can't remember what
Adrian remembers. I got you.
Oh,
Okay,
good.
okay.
Zach does not recall this being here. It is a recent development.
In that case, Nines would spend some time going through the prison area. I want to see if there's anything that got stashed away by anybody who was in here.
Okay. Go ahead and roll me an investigation check.
Zach's gonna go through the provisions.
All right. Everyone else can go through the provisions.
Another 18.
There, you look through the cells. They looked pretty picked clean. It's probably where they held whatever prisoners, but then they kind of slowly converted them into these myconids things that would listen to them.
And for clarification for you, I was looking for like squirreled away like journals and shit the prisoners would have hidden. Like just in case.
Yeah. You find a like half-written note that says, I don't know how long they're going to keep me. I'm just waiting. I'm starving. I don't know. And then that's it. And then that's it for any notes. Y'all go through all the stuff, and you'll find that most of these crates and stuff around here just are holding basic supplies, blankets, rations, rope, snowshoes, parts to repair a sled, things of that sorts. There's a couple sacks. One of them has I don't know how to say this, 25 pearls carved into decorative beads. And those are 5 gold pieces each, I'll tell you right now. And another sack that has 3 daggers, a set of wood carver's tools, a set of navigator's tools, a fishing tackle, and a potion of healing.
I was overwhelmed with that list.
Yeah, I'll write it down.
Take all of it.
73 silver pieces. Oh, that's like all of your collective findings.
Nice. Do we
3
want to have
daggers.
I can write this down for y'all.
Yeah, I'd appreciate it.
No worries.
Zach will definitely be interested in the fishing tackle stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Since that's their main food source here.
Yep. Let's see. Do we have a loot channel?
We don't, but I was gonna say, like, because we can create like a page in Roll20 that everyone can see, and we can add and have like a group inventory.
I feel like we.
Oh, none of us have a bag of holding yet. Never mind. Why don't I have it? Because that's exactly what my party does for their bag holding. So, well, that makes sense.
I mean, I'm sure we can use one of these sacks to carry stuff back to the sled dogs, and I'm sure there's some kind of like basket thing that we all sit in that we can put this stuff in.
On board with that plan. Are any of those snowshoes He kind of like holds up his cobalt feet, like cobalt size.
Two of them.
So, sorry, is that one pair or two? Sorry. Your fingers off camera.
Oh fuck, two. Damn it! I'm trying to type this out. I'm sorry.
You're good. You're good. Okay.
It's two shoes. They're both left feet.
Yeah, exactly right. That's what I was looking for.
Yeah, these tennis rackets are actually left-handed tennis rackets.
Oh, perfect for me.
Going in circles. Two pair.
There we go. All right. Yep. Put that loot there for y'all.
Thank you.
Alrighty then.
Rod just kind of looks around at everybody kind of gathering loot, and then looks at the size of everybody, and looks at the size of himself, and looks at the side of everybody, and just kind of sighs and starts putting it all in a sack and throws it over his shoulder.
We're staying the night. We don't have a way to get back right now.
Oh, yeah.
Is it like a lot of stuff?
I mean, there's a lot of like the things that I mentioned at the very beginning. You can get those at any shops, but if you want some rations and rations or extra rope for any kind of shenanigans that I cannot foresee, yeah, go ahead, go hug wild. You ask me about how much, I will just tell you how much there is. But the things that are a little bit more valuable are the things I put down on the list.
Okay.
So like if you ask me, hey, is there this in the supplies? I'll let you know how much of it there is. They didn't give me an exact amount. They just said basic supplies like XYZ, and I'm like, okay, well, I'll just wait. Let them know. They'll let me know if they want it.
That's right. You only pay for the module. Why should you expect them to do it?
What do you want me to do? Know exactly how much there is? I have to make things up with my brain? Ridiculous. In this game of pretend, I want to be told exactly how to pretend.
I mean, as a DM, I love that.
Ridiculous.
You're pretending wrong.
There's 1d4 plus 3 rations. There is 2d20 plus 5 feet of rope.
Sure, whatever. Less thinking I gotta do. This noggin is saved. All right. Yeah, you've cleared out this loot.
Is there anything special about the pearls, or are they just pretty?
They're pretty. 5 gold pieces each.
Zach just takes them because they're pretty.
Okay. But yeah. Do y'all do anything to kind of set up camp and waiting for this storm to fuck off, essentially?
Zach will say that we should probably just go ahead and try to hunker down in this area for tonight and try to block off this hallway so that way the breeze isn't coming in, or the cold air isn't coming in through it.
And that last area has its own individual doors and beds that you see on the map.
Yeah, I just meant like this one that goes to the jail, just to kind of insulate it a little bit more.
Rod's gonna wander around, gather some wooden bits and bobs, so that we can make ourselves a little fire.
Yeah, there's definitely some that in that back corner where that sled was, and definitely anything you can probably take. Yeah, there's like some wooden pyres that were used at one point, but then just got like snuffed out from the hole in the wall. So you can definitely find enough for a nice warm night worth of wood.
After I gather some wood for the fire, I'm just gonna look back at everybody. All right, so we doing goat tonight?
Yes, I was about to ask for your assistance.
Yep. And he grabs one of the daggers and follows that.
She will see if if one of them is like a mother goat and if there's any milk to be had. If not, then we just get down to business.
Let's see. Yeah, one of them is. You just
Cool. We'll get a jar or something and grab as much as we can, and
Mhm.
then tie him up by the legs and take care of what we're gonna do.
awesome.
So Rod is not an adept butcher, but like he at least knows how to kill something quickly.
Mm-hmm.
So not a lot of suffering on the animal's part, but he does kind of botch the whole
Oh, like the fur, like
the fur and the field dressing and everything.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think Zach would have she wouldn't be like particularly adept at it, but she's probably helped someone else a few times. She's probably seen it happen, you know. Be like she's gone through and done various jobs around in her community to just wherever needs to be helped. So she's probably done a couple times, but she's not like super proficient at it.
So what would this be? Dexterity, animal handling?
I was gonna say survival.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah.
At advantage because I got the help action.
Yeah, I like it. I'm not gonna.
Wait, is he doing it or am I doing it?
Well, I just rolled a nat 20, so
Yeah, go for it.
We can decide now if you want. Yeah, as you're talking about, like, you know the stuff you just said to me, like, I don't think he's gonna be real good. You're saying that to Zach, but Zach is adept enough and experienced that helps you, and it's like the cleanest cut you've had done since you started doing like outdoorsmanship stuff, and cleaning and things, and it's just like, wow, that's crazy how easy. Well, that having an outside perspective can alter or assist such a way. But yeah, excellent job, everybody. You guys eat some great goat.
I think you did a better job than I could have done.
oh, I have nothing witty to say. It's been a long day.
Are we
Thing.
able to make a fire in this main room?
Yes.
Okay. Odd.
I
Where's the
don't.
smoke go?
I'm okay. I was just thinking about that. I mean, I don't know. Somewhere.
All right.
This looks like
What
it's
if we-
low. This I'm gonna say this is lower, so it just kind of creeps up this hallway a bit.
Okay.
I was gonna say, what if we did the fire in here because we have that big hole in the wall?
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say too. Like
Um,
if we do it like right here, because then it kind of helps.
yeah.
Yeah, that's what we'll do.
Listen, you guys, if you were there, would know not to put a fire in there as you guys start suffocating in the smoke. Okay, I know that. Like, I wasn't gonna say anything. You guys are not gonna sit there and just die from smoke inhalation instead of a monster.
Well, we set it up however we need to cook the goat. I guess goats. And Zach starts trying to like dry the meat over the fire, and if we can make some jerky out of this overnight, it'd be nice to fill up our rations.
Rod's gonna while Zach's doing that, Rod's gonna find some loose stone, some like good size stone,
Mm-hmm.
and put that in and around the fire to start warming up, so that the stone can act as like a heat battery.
Gotcha. Yeah.
Rod doesn't describe it like that. He just knows if you put stone by a fire, it stays hot for a long time.
Yeah. The mechanics, whatever. The results, that's important.
Yeah.
Okay.
And,
Yeah.
But the rest of you are looking. The rest of you are looking pretty beat up. I can take first watch tonight.
What are we going to do with this one? And she looks at the Durgar.
Hey, what's up?
Well,
That guy killed everybody. And you all did too, but like, he is unscathed. I don't. Nope.
well, our two options are: A, you did make a deal with him that we do have the thing now, and we can just let him go and be done with it. Or B, that is a prison in the other room. We just put him in one of there, and then when we all wake up in the morning, we go one direction, he goes the other. Or
I'm leaning
C,
towards
we just
that.
take care of it right now and not worry about it.
What did he say?
I said two things.
Oh, sorry.
And I said two things.
God, it must have been the wind.
Rod,
Yes.
I just want to warn you, I have an ability. Just have an open mind. And then in your head you hear, we can speak like this, mentally, so he doesn't hear.
Mm. But yeah, I mean, as I was saying out loud, I know you made the deal with him. He's met his terms of that. It's really just any immediate safety concerns, or again, we have the prison, or if the whole plan was just to lie to him and kill him anyway,
I don't fancy myself a liar. I do not take life needlessly. It's not my preference anyway. I would be up for putting him in a cell tonight and letting him be on his way.
Rod will turn to the Durgar. Well, it appears that you're going to have some of the finest accommodations that you provided others for the night. And then once morning comes, the storm passes. Like I said, we go one way, you go the other.
That's fair.
Rod will escort him to his cell, go ahead and shut the door. He'll even kick one of the hot rocks over.
Well, there's some extra blankets and stuff. We'll give it to him.
You just-
The fire is going.
Yeah.
We're nicer than that.
I thought
Yeah.
you'll be. Hey, I'm not dead. I think right now, I have no qualms. We're good. I'm in a cell. I could, yeah. It could be what it is. I don't know. I'm gonna go to bed. And he just kind of cozies up next to the rocking blanket and just goes to sleep.
Zach tends the fire and the meat to make jerky. I don't know how to make jerky like this, so I'm just making the assumption that I can do this in a few hours. So she'll keep the fire going for a
Cool.
while. Is that?
Listen, man. I don't. Probably, maybe something. Anyone know how to?
Rod will go over. Hey, I'll keep the fire going. You get some sleep. If you want, you can pull second watch. You can check on your jerky. But
We will do that. Thank you.
All right.
She'll go get some sleep.
Rod will position himself like Roundabout, yeah. So that he's because there's no there are no windows or anything else over here to worry about any other entry.
Just
So
this and
okay,
this.
yeah, just
Yeah.
okay. Yeah, so he'll hold himself in this little choke point right here so that he can see the room, be near the fire,
Mhm.
keep an eye on the cell. Typical guard stuff.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Alrighty then. Alrighty then. Yeah. Any other things tonight for y'all? Before we get our long rest in?
Just the watches. That's it, I think.
Alrighty then. Mm-hmm. 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 Uneventful night for all who watched. I don't know if anybody wanted to do any what's it called nighttime activities. What are the watch rotations?
Rod.
Nines will go. I need to rest.
You said nines was last.
Yeah, I'll go last. I need to rest up.
Alright, so nines, Zach, Cleo, nines. Rod, Zach, Cleo, nines. Sorry.
All right. All right. Yep. Give me 1 second. I need to look at something.
Look, I was lucky last week. Don't make me roll this time.
You rolled decent so far.
Don't mind me messaging people. Da 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 da.
Cleo, are you ready?
What do you mean ready?
I'm just looking at your message.
Oh yeah, I just have an early morning tomorrow, so.
Okay, well, have a good night.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, there we go. That's what you just messaged me. Sorry.
I am waiting for the DM because I got a DM from the DM.
Da, 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 da.
Oh dear.
No. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. It's okay. Everything's gonna be a-okay.
Dirty 20.
All right, yeah, everything's okay. It's fine. Don't worry about it. All right, everyone wakes up in the morning.
I get long rest.
Except Cleo, she's dead.
No, you're okay. You're okay, Cleo. You're golden. You're fine. But yeah, everyone's wide awake. What do y'all do in the morning? The winds died down.
Okay.
Yeah.
Pack away that jerky and make sure that we have everything else packed up.
Mm-hmm.
How far away are the dogs from here?
Probably like an hour walk trek across the snow. Sleepy dogs. They're waiting for you.
Oh.
No, I heard your dog too. I was just
She wasn't even that loud.
just a little.
I thought
noise.
somebody was making dog sounds just because we were talking about dogs.
No. But yeah.
Okay. I look at Rod and say, "It's a lot to carry. I can help."
It's only to the sled, right?
Here.
Let's go.
All right. And y'all head out.
I do make sure to unlock the Duragar out.
Yeah. As you unlock the Durgar, you just still there, just lying down.
I don't say anything. I just unlock it and leave.
Okay. All right. Anybody? We're just moving on. All right, we move on.
So we grab his pack and like head out the door.
All right.
We're waiting for everybody at the door. We going? Let's right. The dogs, they're cold. The lantern, it's got to go back to people for money, I believe.
Let's do it. And let's see if we can find one of those deep pocketed bags that we can put a lot of things in.
All right.
I like the way you think.
Y'all head on out. Nope, wrong one. That one. Yeah, you head back on out. You make it to the sled. And y'all make y'all's way back to Caer Konig. Yeah. You've got back. You can return the light to the Northern Light Tavern if you so wish.
Shall we do that first?
How long was the travel?
It was probably like half a day now that you kind of like know exactly where y'all are headed compared to last time.
Okay. Yes. Probably.
All right. And okay. Yeah. You'll head back. And one of the owners is very thankful that y'all have come back with the goods. Oh, thank you so much. Where did y'all end up finding these things?
The Duragar, that side of town. They have that new armory that they built.
New armory.
Is that what it was? An armory?
Oh, it's like a well, she just bewildered that there's something out there, kind of thing.
Okay.
But it was like a little fort, essentially.
Oh, fort. Okay. I'll say that.
No worries.
It
You
was
four.
a recent. It was a recent build. It wasn't there before last I was here, but that was a while back.
That's
There's
crazy.
only one Duergar there. I'm not sure if he's going to stay, but
Better not. He said we could have the place.
Real quick, what did y'all bringing along the Myconid?
I
And
probably would have given him the option, given it the option, if everyone else was okay with that. So does anyone have
hold
any
on.
objection?
What did we do with the mummy, Adrian? We have to.
It's the
figure
mummy.
that out.
We can deal with the mummy too. The mummy is somewhere.
That's what Nines is like. It was like, hold on.
Okay, we have a mummy. We have
So we have to go back.
the mummy.
We
Will,
already got one guy who's lost. It's like, are we getting more pets here? What's going on?
I don't know. The mummy is here in Caerconic. Probably not inside it. I don't know if y'all dressed him up or anything, but he's kind of in the outskirts. He doesn't really need to eat anything, so like he's just
Okay,
chilling
he's
somewhere.
back at the- Okay.
Hey, chilling. Anyways, it's not gonna get
Just want to
old.
make sure we're not leaving these things like strewn across 10 towns.
Yeah. We have a bunch of allies that in time of need will come in a horde.
By the end of the campaign, we've become the bad guys. They're like these horrible monsters who just go around.
This is our pet.
I would say that's a great point. We should have left the Myconid with his new colony at our keep.
Well,
Watch
that was an option.
Yeah.
But Mike didn't particularly want to stay there because there was limited food source.
Well,
have you named him? Oh my god, we're never.
It's a Myconid.
Yeah.
It's a Myconid. So Mike.
Oh, we're stuck with it forever now, Adrian.
Send us more, and we will flourish into a colony, and we will welcome you back as long as you assist in the colonization. We'll keep
She wants to go that far. But...
keep the keep.
I thought you were a blight druid, not a spore druid.
No, it is. Yeah, that is blight. But look at you now.
I know, right?
BM automatic reclass.
Actually, I'm playing a spore druid on Sundays, so I'm just gonna druid out.
But yeah. What do you want to do with Mike?
Man, that's a hard question. Mike had kind of made the comment of not wanting to stay because there's not enough food source, but she's not sure about taking him, them. Well, I don't know.
Mike. You can just call Mike. You can call Mike.
She's not sure if Mike should come along, especially going to town and stuff. So.
Yeah. I'll just keep Mike at home.
All right.
We have Mike at home. The Mike at home.
Yeah.
All right, cool.
Guard pet.
Mm-hmm. All right, y'all decide to leave Mike there, and Mike is an inside pet. Nice. And yeah, you bring back the lantern, and she's like, "Wow, did you find anything else?"
No.
Just the fort. I'm glad we got the lantern back, and it seems like if you've cleared out the fort,
it's ours. Yes.
Well, I mean, like, listen, I don't want to take that trek. It's hard enough getting to that other town that's south of me. I have a map. It's right at my feet. It was right at my feet. Oh, it's right here. It's in front of my desk.
I'll just click on the interactive map. Thanks.
Yeah, the internet map.
Care
Denival. Thanks. Yeah, Care Denival. but I don't really much care to go to Kelvin's cairn. There's no real well-learned guide anyways. But yeah, y'all do have that, or y'all did read about that note as well, that he was going to meet his brother in East Haven,
East Haven.
which is just south of Cairdenivall.
Yeah, it's on the other side of the lake.
Mm-hmm.
Do I care anything about it?
Hereabouts, what exactly? Who am I supposed to be?
Oh, sorry. I was asking in general.
Oh,
About
okay.
East Haven to meet the brother. Like, is that important to us?
I mean, it's just another Duergar brother.
Well,
I mean, if he was, this guy was mining for these shiny things that they say they're trying to collect to make into a fancy magic sword, I imagine his brother's doing the other thing somewhere else. I mean, it might be some shiny rocks in this, one way or the other. Maybe they're
And-
threatening people like these guys.
and they did say something about.
Go ahead.
They did say something about, you know, trying to end suffering.
Well, people say a lot of weird stuff about things when they get all religious.
Oh no, trust me. Nobody knows that better than I do. All right, you know, give me a couple more levels and I'll be saying the same. But
The other place where I know the Duergar are in the mountains south of here. And I seem to remember there being a settlement there, and then they took it over. And they've been very protective of it. Nobody else could settle around it. Was that right? Was that the history that you gave me?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, cool. I'm on the right track. My goldfish found it.
Oh, wow. Yum, yum.
well, then, if that's the case, maybe talking to this smaller, easier to intimidate group in East Haven, who's a brother of the big dude that we've killed, so in the know on things, might be a better idea than, you know, walking up to the place where it's like, oh, hey, y'all stay away.
I'm not sure I want to get involved in this, though. I don't think they're up to any good.
Isn't that right up your goody two shoes alley? People up to no good. You gotta go right wrongs. Something along those lines.
Not particularly.
I mean, they were talking about bringing warmth to the area. So I don't know if that's, again, to me it sounded like they were just trying to kill everybody in the 10 towns. And are we having this conversation in the lobby of the fucking tavern? Or
Here's your drinks.
yeah. Right as the server walks up, yeah, it sounded like they were trying to kill everybody. But you know, you did seem to think that maybe they had some magic to end the winter.
What you made it sound like, but I'm just having a hard time trusting it. I don't know.
I also don't know if it really sounded like they were, gonna share it. I mean, I'm just picturing like what, a big fire they all get around.
No.
I mean,
my concern is that if they're doing something, it could affect 10 towns. It could cause a lot of destruction, and they won't care as long as they get their way. But at the same time, perhaps they're on the right track.
Well, yeah, but I mean, if they're gonna, do the other thing, I mean, that's something you'd be interested in stopping, I imagine, right? Uh, you big and scary, and you tall, skinny, and scary.
Are you trying to talk us into it?
Nine just like quaffs some ale. Doesn't really respond. Just kind of like is looking at you both. Just saying things. You know.
There's just things just fall out of your face hole. I get it.
I mean, again, like I said, I'm up here because there were rumors of weird stuff happening, and um, so like this perpetual winter, kind of a weird thing. It's one of the only places in the in the realms that is like this. Uh, if you have any other leads as to what what we can do about this, I don't particularly care one way or the other about the Duragar. Regardless of what they have planned for the 10 towns. At the end of the day, Kellenford knows when our death's going to be. Hide in a hole if you want. Not going to change it. But if they have insight onto what's going on, great. If they don't, I don't know. Like I said, I've kind of hitched my wagon, or I've kind of fallen into your gang here because you seem to have an inkling of the weirdness. So you're my best option on that. So if there's something you want to do, great. If not, what are we gonna do?
Zach is going to sigh very loudly. I guess we're going to East Haven to find the brother. As much as I don't want to be involved with Duragar.
They're fine. They're like dwarves, all right. You just drink enough with them, and everything will be high.
I'm glad you
Or
have
they
the
turn
positive
invisible
look.
and try to stab you in the back, and then you have to beat them up. But one or the other.
Oh, there's the realism. Thank you. Easier to deal with the giants. At least then you know they're stupid and ill-tempered.
Well, as you saw, some of them do that too.
I... Did we get anything for the lamp, by the way?
No, we walked in.
The
We handed over the
drinks.
lamp, and we
The
started talking about
drinks.
Duragar killing everybody.
Just the drinks.
Oh, okay. We want something.
I
Oh,
mean, that was implied. I figure we just own the town at this point.
nope.
Like, I mean, I bought the last tavern with a gold piece.
Yeah, that tavern was really
I have a
sad though.
town, a keep, half a day away. I mean,
We are the next campaign's BB.
Yeah.
I can't wait to actually do that one day.
because the annoying thing is, I know what the Duragar are up to. So
Well, how do you know what the Duragar are up to?
because before I joined this podcast,
Oh,
I was listening to an AP campaign of Rime of the Frostmaiden.
pick this cheater out.
I have been trying not to very hard. That's why I haven't said shit.
Hey, you're along for the ride. You established it in character.
Yeah.
And I'm driving.
And I'm driving. All right.
I'm trying to make Zach drive, but fucking Zach's like, oh no, I'm in my refusal of the call arc of my hero's journey.
No, she's she'll take the lead, but she's still kind of trying to figure out like the dynamic. So, she'll very much play the. Wait, I seem to have a few people around me that would rather ask questions after everyone's dead than before.
Look, Rod is a big dumb guy with a glaive. Um, I'm just
We're having fun. We're having fun. That's all we're doing.
All right.
sorry, sorry, I derailed things.
No, you're
Ah.
good.
Drink
I love
my water.
you.
This is our time, comrade.
Down here, it's our time. It's our time down here.
Alrighty then. What's the plan, Stans?
Are we keeping the dogs, or are we turning? Because they're from Careconic. Are we gonna turn them back in and get some of our money back?
How much were they? Like,
I mean,
feel like
technically, we did rent them.
Yeah. So like,
Yeah,
We're
you
gonna
pay in a lot because usually recently because of where they went, they paid a lot more because dogs die out there. So yeah, you get some of your money back.
okay. So we'll turn them back in, and then
You just rent them out again.
do we want to keep that? Like, do we want to extend the
we
rental,
should have
or
just kept them.
no? We haven't done anything yet. I'm asking the question.
Yeah.
So
I
here's
say
the problem with
we
keeping
keep-
them. We brought the lantern back, so it's not going to be long before people realize, like, no, we survived.
yeah,
What are they gonna do? Chase us?
come after.
We took the
We
dogs.
Where's this snack been? All right, exactly. Yes, exactly.
So we want to keep the dogs.
Okay. I mean, you could. Yeah, sure. Why not? I don't care.
How much money are we talking about though? Like, let's also figure that into. How much money did we?
I don't
What
think
do we get?
Look, let's go to the guy. Let's ask him how much the dogs are, because the way he made it seem was we were basically buying a new dog team when we rented them, because he wasn't expecting the dogs to come back.
Yeah,
That's
like,
why I think at this point there really are dogs on the honor system until we come back, and then it becomes complicated again. I think we can just hold on to them, and if we
That's
come
a
back
very
with
good point. We never defined an end date.
yeah.
and then if we come back, we're like, oh wow, we're alive.
We're in
It's a miracle
Careconic.
you are too.
How long would it take to get to East Haven by foot?
Okay, give me a second. I need to do math.
And then-
From East Haven to Caer Dineval, it's going to be 18 hours. Right?
This is
Hold
on
up.
foot.
So that's 3 days. 2 to 3 days.
Yeah, and then I think I'm doing this right. I think it's like double if it's on. No. I think it's half travel with dogs. That's what it is. Okay, it's 9 hours on foot with the proper foot gear, and then it's going to be, if it's not, it's double. So that becomes 18. With the dogs, it becomes 4.5. It halves it.
So 1 day of walking, or half a day with dogs.
Oh, that's just from Caer Dineval. You're not at Caer Dineval yet. If you're going, and that is gonna be where the time's at. Oh, there's only one place. Yeah.
Is that
2 hours? Yep. On foot, you can walk this path in 2 hours, and mounts and dog sleds can shorten this time by as much as 50%.
So Careconic to Caer Dineval is 2 hours.
Mm-hmm.
And then Caer Dineval to East Haven.
It's 9 hours.
Or 8 hours with the dogs.
Yes.
Zach just doesn't want to have to take care of them. That's her thing.
Why?
I'll
I will take care of them.
Cool.
You people are so confusing to me.
It's just the mental load.
Dogs. Like,
Look.
You are a sweet creature. I don't understand these large people and their weird ways.
Look, as the player, the mental load of having to keep track of these damn dogs, I don't want to do it.
Look,
I mean,
if we're traveling by dog, and whenever we get to a place where there could be potential danger, then we secure the dogs in a safe spot. It has now been said that is forever how we operate.
I mean, we basically double park and hope for the best. Yeah.
All right.
Look, we're about to become the heroes of the 10 towns. What are you going to do? Give me a ticket?
Yeah. Mall cops have such an ego. meter maids.
Absolutely.
All right. Well, then let's head out. We can at least make it to Caer Dineval before dark. I'm assuming.
Yeah. I mean, you're using dogs. Yeah.
It's only like an hour.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not sure how much more time we have to get to East Haven.
8 hours or 9 hours. Sorry, or 4.5. Sorry, 4.5.
Do we have enough light to make it all the way there?
Yep.
East Haven's not the one that they took over. This is an actual town.
Yes.
Okay, cool. And I'm pulling.
Yeah, I would say that we probably because it's midday, we probably wouldn't get to East Haven before nightfall. But we could, if we get to Caer Dineval, we can get to East Haven by lunch.
Yes, exactly. Yeah, I think you'll be cutting it really close, depending on the weather. But yeah, other than that, you'll be good.
So we can go to Caer Dineval, stay there the night, and then in the morning we can go to East Haven.
Speaking of weather, because Zach, you're from the area, right?
Yes.
Okay, cool. Me, the player, am asking, just as a reminder for everybody else, what is the moon currently?
That's an interesting question. I have no idea.
It's 5 days till then.
Okay, okay. So we got 5 days. We got 5 days until we have to worry about not being in a town.
Oh yeah.
Oh true.
You want me to tell you what East Haven is? What East Haven's?
Yeah.
It's humanoid.
Yeah.
It's humans.
Yes. Let's go.
So wait, once you stay in Caer Dineval, it'll be 4 days.
Yeah. So 5 days from now, 4 days by the time we get to East Haven. Well, 3.5 from the time we get to East Haven. And all right, so there's our ticking clock.
I was really hoping somebody was gonna forget. It would have been so good. Oh.
No, are you kidding me? No, we have to time it perfectly, guys.
Yeah. So again, Rod doesn't know, but Zach should, because being from the area, she should be aware of this.
Oh yeah, yep. Zach would definitely. But it'd be so fun to forget. So much is going on. What could happen? Well, we still have like a week to forget.
Right, yeah.
This is very true.
Don't write that down.
Please someone write that down, because I'm still not taking notes.
I refuse. If you so wish, I think IWD lore can be a spot if you so wish to, and then
you can do it.
Yeah, do that there. Awesome. I looked as soon as I opened up East Haven, I'm like, how do I trap them here for 3 days?
I put it in the wrong chat.
Hey, no worries. That's your note. Full moon coming, and that's it. No. There we go. All right.
Someone would figure it out. It wouldn't be me, but
All right.
All right. So to Caer Dineval.
Caer Dineval. Easy.
We say it, so we do it.
Say it, we do it. You have the inn at your disposal. One of the past.
Oh, wait, sorry. Before we leave, the reward for the lantern.
Yes.
Because you got us wrangling before we got to that again.
It's not my fault. It's not my fault, guys. Okay, it's not my fault. Here is the thing. Y'all aren't gonna like me.
We'll decide that.
Denival Conics right here. Okay. Rewards. There's a reward for this.
Better be better than Lava Lamp, because I'm not gonna lie. That kind of
If I'm just gonna read it verbatim because I don't know. I've told you what you got, and I don't think. Anyways, if the characters retrieve the Inn's lanterns, Allie offers them a few flagons of ale as reward. She has prepared a room for them, even if they didn't bring back the lantern. And also talks.
Shaking down, fellas.
What do you? Okay, with this new information, before you get to Caerdinival, you only have to travel an hour. What do y'all do in this town? What is going on with y'all three?
Burn it down.
Look,
Well, if we can get some supplies.
just remember that it was us who got the lantern. We are friends of the town.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't think we have time to sit around and take you up on your offer tonight.
I mean, listen, if you've gotten rid of the problem, I think everyone would allow you to stay and rest here. Yeah, no, I appreciate, and the town does love not being stolen from. It's a pity that you couldn't find anything else. But they probably sent it off with somebody else to their bigger dwellings. So,
What else was missing?
everything you guys got in those sacks.
Oh, really?
That's a lie. I just have a lantern missing on my sheets. That's the only thing that
They've said that something's been missing, and one of the major things was the lantern.
Yeah.
Just lantern. Okay, I gotcha.
Just the lantern. That's all.
I love lamp. All right.
It's really nice.
But yeah. They will remember that you brought a bit more peace, sorry. And there should be less stealing going on in their area. And then the what's it called? The speaker can rest easy and stop pretending to be a snowman. But yeah. Off to Caerdinival, unless you guys are burning this thing down.
No,
we'll do that. We'll come back.
We'll come back to do that.
We're completely unstoppable. We'll come back.
Zach is a bit of a diplomat, so she would not actually want to burn it down.
Okay. What are you saying, Rod?
On our way out, do we want to tell the speaker that, like, if they've, run into any, like, dead animals or anything like that, just to, like, ship it off to the keep for the Myconid?
Up to y'all.
Sure.
All right. As you'll leave, that sounds good. As you'll leave, Theory, roll me a D100, please.
Oh shit. Oh no.
You cast Fireball centered on yourself.
All right.
51.
All right, cool. We go to Caerdinival.
Don't you do that?
What do you mean? Do what?
You know exactly what.
I know exactly what nothing means. I mean, I know when it's gonna happen, but
we go.
Yeah, there is. You guys can stay there. Yeah, the bar. The guy that you think is up to no good is still there.
He is up to no good.
At the bar. But you.
That one guy.
Yeah. The one that was learning about tea from Blossom.
No, was he the guy who got all ominous, or no? Am I thinking of somebody else?
Ominous.
I think I'm thinking of somewhere else.
Yeah.
That was like the first. That was interesting.
Are you talking about the one that had lost her sister?
We can move on. Let's get it.
Okay. There's like we can go through
We
each
can talk about
individual town, going backwards before.
We can talk about it.
Yeah. Yeah, Caregiver, you guys are gonna crash the night here. You can, I mean, at this point, you'll have the option of either the inn or the speaker's house. So yeah.
Oh wait, is she the one who baked cookies?
No, that's Lonely Woods.
Okay, that's what
This
So
speaker.
This is
Go ahead.
where Zach met everyone and had absolutely no trust because y'all just like murdered everyone.
Oh yeah, you guys killed the cultist here.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's self-defense. I don't know what you murder charge.
Murder charge.
Manslaughter, please.
Yeah, the speaker's not gonna charge you. You saved his life.
Quick check-in. How they doing? Everything good? And then
You see that they're slowly kind of getting things back together. They finally scrubbed off most of the blood. They've definitely retrieved the bodies. I think we did that prior. So they're preparing a ceremony in a couple days, right before it happens. Before they have to sacrifice. I think it's warmth in this place because they don't have a lot of people. Yeah.
Have they seen? I just realized Nines probably would have been asking about this at the towns, but I'll just start now. Have they seen a female white tiefling running around?
Nope, not here.
Okay.
Their sacrifice was food, so they'll bury the bodies before they have to, I guess, fast essentially.
If you want, you can take them to a keep a few hours from here at Kelvin's Cairn. Just a thought.
Well, their families are from here, so we'll just.
I meant the cultists.
Oh.
Quite a few of them. If you don't want to have to bury them.
Oh, we were just gonna burn them.
That's fine.
Okay. Yeah, that's a lot of traveling, especially out further north than our paths and our experts have traveled. And we are fewer men and women, so we would lack the power to continue. We need to kind of keep ourselves here and build up. But I appreciate that. I'll think of that for future references. All right. Okay. Spend the night here.
Bring out your dead. Are we gonna start to bring out your dead business to set up the Myconid in the Myconid colony?
Yeah.
Probably. That's probably what this is turning into already.
Like it's like a startup no one else wants a part of.
You got a corpse? Send it up north.
I'm gonna say we should have brought Mike. That way he could start hauling bodies back.
I'm crazy, Mike.
And boy, do I have a deal for you.
Bring out your dead.
Join colony. Mike.
So sorry.
Mhm.
We've talked a lot about a mummy.
Yes, the mummy was between Caer Konig and Caer Denival. I'm going to leave it up to JJ. JJ, where do we find the mummy?
Oh boy, that's giving me a lot of power. I mean, I guess just like wandering around. You're talking about where? Like, I guess we left them to wander around, and sounds like if from what you established, I like the idea that he's been kind of like wandering on the outskirts on the town, like maybe as some sort of like, local urban legend kind of figure, like a Bigfoot-esque kind of
Yeah,
creature,
yeah.
if you will. We've I imagine we've given him something, but since maybe he doesn't really fully understand, like now it's just tattered. So, like I almost picture Frankenstein's monster across the frozen tundra is what we come up.
Mm-hmm. So, do you wish to pick him up? Our
I mean,
cryptid,
like,
our local cryptid here.
This is quite the
yeah. This is the part of the RPG where we assemble all the pets. Yeah.
All right.
Don't you say it like that.
All right. You guys
All right.
see y'all's friend, or one of y'all's friend, or somewhat of an ally. Kind of wandering. Nines, you see this, your wrapped friend, and I was like, "Hey, we have to pick somebody up." And you'll head over, and you, yeah, you'll see somebody bundled up with deep red eyes.
How do the dogs respond?
Is this a new? Yeah, this is a new group. Uneasy.
I will try to calm them as the new dog master.
Gotcha.
Does this look like a stereotypical mummy?
No. Well, yeah, no, it doesn't because they've dressed him up. He's got like it kind of like with all these like wool and scarves and things like that to just kind of cover, but his eyes are a deep red. So everything looks normal other than the eyes.
What were you up to before I joined you guys?
I mean, if I remember right, it was really more my companions, but you know, I don't know. I mean, I'm hoping everyone's gonna come back. You know, part of them, part of.
Oh, so we've got someone else's pet. That was the wrong accent. Sorry, guys.
I wouldn't call myself a pet. More of an ally.
He's and also, you know, he talks. I'm like, have you established that you call that his name's Mike? Or
Not with Mike.
okay. Well, I mean, like, you know, this one actually talks and, you know, conjugates.
Mike talks. I communicate just fine with him.
Does he? Hey, Mike. How you doing?
Mike's not here.
Who's Mike? There's no one else here other than us four.
Nobody here but his chickens.
I thought Mike was traveling with us.
Have you found somebody else to hang out with? Oh, okay. I can go back to my tomb if that's better for y'all.
No. You should stay. You've been my one constant during this entire Frozen adventure.
Yes,
I'd hate to lose you now.
Yes, a tomb. Yeah. I slumbered there for a while. It's nice and home. It's home. I'm giving Rod a hard time right now.
Yeah. Because again, Rod, dumb as rocks. So I don't think Rod realizes that this is a monk. I know we've had conversations with the party about his feelings about undead.
Yes.
Waiting for it.
I remember it. Yes.
Has anybody told Rod? Because
the only one that
Rod is just gonna assume this is another dude. Okay, red eyes, whatever. Fucking, he's a half orc. He's traveling with the kobold.
Yeah.
You know, he's from Neverwinter, so he's seen tieflings and ASMR and.
Zach probably wouldn't realize that Rod didn't know. Should probably just assume that he got it, just like she did.
Okay.
Nines
Yeah.
purposely would just not mention it because he knows you're, touchy when it comes to things.
Oh, says the guy that hates magic.
That makes sense. It's not all magic either.
Alright, so we're just hanging out chatting with a mummy.
You haven't seen a white tiefling, have you?
No, not to my. Well, actually, let me just roll for it real quick.
Yeah. He's been sure.
Gosh.
Tell me, baby.
Oh. No white tiefling.
Okay.
It's kind of hard out here to spot a white tiefling amongst the snow, much like a hare.
Yeah, well, she's a self-important type, so she probably wouldn't be terribly hard. We're looking for you and I's now.
Oh, okay. Very well. Shall we continue on to find this individual?
We've got to go to East Haven first.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Where are my manners? I am Sanar.
Sir
Roderick.
Nar?
This is like a little squiggle line. Sahnar. Sahnar. Sahnar.
Oh, okay. Hello, Zachariah. Call me Zach.
Zach, yes. I don't have a shortening. It does not sound well in common. And you said Rod.
Yes.
Very well. Well met. May we continue on further?
Being a zombie, he's really posh.
Oh yeah, he's super posh.
Mummy.
As we're
It's a mummy.
traveling mines.
What did I call him?
A zombie.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh, I'm Sonoro.
No, I'm just picturing like someone from What We Do in the Shadows.
I'm picturing the dead guy from Hocus Pocus.
Gotcha. I'll be real. I don't think I watched Hocus Pocus in a while. Wait, Hocus Pocus was the one with the 3 witches and one of the guy turns into a cat?
Yes.
Yes.
I don't recall anything other than those kind of details.
Yes, thanks.
Alrighty then. Y'all head to Caradinival. You'll stay the night. Anything y'all want to do there to peruse? Quote unquote quest successful already, by the way, over there. But yeah.
I don't know about in town or anything, but at some point, like in the evening or whatever, she would pull the book out, the history of 10 Towns,
Mm-hmm.
and probably read through it a bit.
All right. You're learning more about the essentially the division between why it's become so tribal. Essentially stemming from like a small conflict or a series, and nobody's kind of fessing up to who actually did it. Everyone's blaming the other guy, and it just kind of turned into a mess where people starting factions and fighting with each other right before they all had to band together to fend off a greater threat. They allude to giants. But yeah, that's the information you get.
What were they squabbling over? that cause
Fishing,
the crime?
mostly.
Fishing.
Yeah, something stupid.
There's only so many fish in the ocean.
Mm-hmm. And there's not like strict borders between each of the towns.
Yeah.
But yeah.
That's it for Zach.
All right, awesome. Anything for anybody else before we head to East Haven?
I have two things.
Two things.
One,
All right.
is there anyone who will take 11 scimitars off of my inventory for money?
Say that one. You want to buy a scimitar? You said, or someone who's willing.
I want to sell. I want to try to get rid of some of the stuff I'm carrying around. I don't remember if Denival had a shop.
Not in particular, not a good one, but a lot of the stuff was ruined from the from like they're needing of supplies, and the speaker is willing to part with some of his coffers. He doesn't have everything to buy all your weapons off of you. Probably like 5 or 6 for like he's willing to do like 20% over cost of whatever you have. You can persuade him if you want, but if you roll poorly, he's gonna just do at cost.
Screw it. What's the point of not gambling?
Having dice.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, nines is gonna try to get the high cost. What would you like to roll? Just persuasion. Hold on, let's see. What am I good at? You know what? Here, I like this idea because I think am I also. I am okay. I wanna play a game of chance with him for it.
All right.
Use some playing cards.
Okay.
Like a hand of like blackjack or something.
All right.
And I'm gonna try to cheat.
Okay. Where you're at the palace for this, right? Or the care over here in Care Denival, right?
Sure. Yeah.
Okay. He's going to have advantage because he has his advisors with him.
I'm proficient with my playing card set and sleight of hand.
Okay. All right. He's gonna roll perception to see if he catches it. And you will roll your sleight of hand. That fucked up. Okay.
I'm gonna use some inspo on that.
Oh yeah. Okay.
And am I just rolling straight, or am I getting anything for being extra slick with
Oh. You just get your advantage.
I get advantage?
Yes.
Or the. Okay, I'll take it. I was fishing.
Because you have your extra proficiency and everything. That like you're good with cards, you're good with sleight of hand. You got this.
It wasn't much better, but I got a little bit. So that's gonna be 13.
13.
Yeah, not great.
You deal these cards out, and for stopping him from getting a, over the, I guess, he breaks, and you're fine. You hit 21 immediately, and you see the advisor kind of lean in and just kind of squint his eyes, and he goes, "Sir, you definitely would have won if you didn't hit." Yeah, you are going to get essentially 50% with selling at least 6 of these. Whatever, because you have a lot of weapons on you right now, right?
Yeah, I got it done, but I'll sell them the 6. We can make this easy on both of us.
Yeah, you're selling 6 weapons, whatever you pick, and just add 1.5 to the cost. That's what he's willing to buy it for. All right. Anything else from anybody else?
The other thing I had was I'm
Oh, yeah,
looking
that's
for
right.
anyone who knows how to scrimshander because I want them to teach me how to use these tools.
Scrimshandering. There are some people, but they're not like taking up any like apprenticeships because the more people that can scrimshander, the less likely they are willing to give up their trade. At least in this town at this moment, there's very few people in this town, and there's very few professions that remain other than the newly opened guard position from all the dead guards. But yeah.
Try to make it quick, but I'll try to buy them off, and I'm telling them it's personal. I'm not trying to open the shop. And I think we're only here for the night. So
Yeah.
I'm offering a couple gold. Let me pick your brain.
Yeah. Listen, as soon as you flash gold to these people, they are very malleable.
Yeah.
How much gold? Do you think like 2 or 3?
I'll start with 2.
A man willing to pay 2 gold is a man willing to pay 3.
Well, tell you what, you get 2 now. And the next time I'm back, you'll get 3 for a total of 5.
I like that math.
Yeah, smart guy. Here, show me what this does. And
all right.
break them out, and we get to it.
Go ahead and roll me just since you're learning this skill, roll me just 2d20s with disadvantage.
20 and a 12, so 12.
You're kind of understanding it. You do happen to kind of like learn the basics of like cleaning the skull and everything, and then like the type of dye and everything. But like you start to learn like this is how you kind of etch things into it, scrimshandering stuff, and you kind of go in and you just like break the skull. So yeah, that's the end of that lesson.
Glad I'm practicing with these instead of my helmet.
Yes. All right. Is that it, JJ? Anything else?
That's it for like my personal quest stuff. Rod, I think you would probably remember this. Did you want to talk about the evil doodads I have tonight, or is that something you're putting away?
Did the mummy follow us into the caravan?
Potentially. I will not say anything because I feel like I want you all to decide what y'all want to do with Sah Saran. Sonar. You're good.
Sorry, because this would be that
I don't want a meta game.
So Rod knows that there's some evil stuff in Linus' bag. Yes, Rod would like to, now that they're in a place where they have a little bit of time because we got the rest of the day plus the evening. This seems like a perfect opportunity to do it. But Rod doesn't know what was in the bag, like what actual items. So Rod would definitely have to cast Divine Sense again in order to like pinpoint the item.
What is the radius on that?
60 feet as long as they're not in total cover. So
let's roll for it then.
Yeah. So very obviously, one thing's gonna pop up, and it was I didn't know.
JJ, you roll me a d20. And well, actually, tell me, do you want high or low? You call it, and then you roll it. Okay.
Oh, I'm calling it and then rolling it.
Yeah. High, low, odds, evens, whatever your poison is, you call it and then you roll it.
Okay. Do you want me to say what I rolled, or?
Oh, whatever you roll, if you want him to be there, this is essentially your little character. Do you want this conflict to happen now or not? So whatever you want, that's what you're calling, okay? If you get the other thing happens. So, like, what do you want to happen in this moment, JJ?
I'm sorry, I'm a little confused.
The mummy. We're
Are we
rolling for the
roll-
mummy. Where the mummy is positioned. Is he within the?
Oh, he can be with me. He's part of the OG crew. He's with me. What are you talking about? He's with me.
All right, that's where it is. That's all I can tell. Let's happen.
Me and Rod's already talking with him a little bit. As far as I know, everything's chill.
Because again, Rod did not realize this was a mummy. This is just a dude who was bundled up against the cold.
Yeah, exactly.
He's now with us. He's now, he is our new Ringo.
Zach is busy reading her book. She's like in a corner somewhere. So you guys have fun with this.
All right.
So yeah, as JJ comes up and is like, I'm sorry, as Nines walks up and is like, hey, you said something about evil stuff in my bag. Yep. Rob, yeah. Oh yeah. Let's figure that out. And you see that black transparency go over his eyes again. And he doesn't even look at the bag. They immediately lock on
Sonar.
And
he goes,
Nah.
yeah, you feel this undead presence within Sonar. It's not just a small thing, like these little doodads and trinkets. It is the entirety of Sonar. What do you do?
I think Rod was sitting down when this happened. Because we're in our rooms, right? Or in like a common room.
Could we be in the tavern? Like, I picture this in the
Yeah, we can be in the tavern.
I mean, Rod, are you cool with that? Or I think we're set.
Yeah. No, that's fine. It's
It's small town. Who cares?
Yeah. So Rod's gonna jump up, and we'll point at Serenar. You're undead. You're a pre-version.
Yes, I am. I've lived hundreds of years. Mainly in a box, unfortunately.
Kalimvor cannot stand perversions against his domain.
Well, the gods share the domain. Where does Kalimvor, domain stay? I'll stay away if that is what you wish.
His domain is death.
Ah. Well. That's an interesting issue you have with, I guess, I. And he looks at Nines real quick.
Yeah, see, Nines can read a room. He kind of came down. But he's probably got a beer in hand, like seeing his two buddies are about to like start brawling out of nowhere. He's like kind of like thinks it puts like the beer down on the ground, like doesn't even worry. Oh wait. We don't need to do any of this this intense stuff now. Here we've been talking, we've been dealing, we've been peaceable. Right, Rod? Let's all get a drink and keep things funny.
I think this person's the man of a devotion. I think he has some things he must do, or, his god might turn against him.
Sinar, sometimes people have too much to drink and they say things when they shouldn't. Now's one of those times, and you're doing it. Rod, he's kind of like eyeing him because like you can just probably feel Rod's getting itchy.
So Yeah, and this is where you see a conflict on Rod's face, because on the one hand, yes, undead creature, it should be put back in the ground. On the other hand, it has been very polite, and more importantly, Rod has come to like and trust knives. And I mean, here we are at the edges. We
My,
are we are on the edges of the world, and perhaps if what is going on here is to be believed, if some of what is going on here is to be believed, the edge of the god's domain. I I do not like this, but for you, and he looks down at Nines, I will tolerate it for now. And he takes a seat, and just to get his mind somewhere else, he starts focusing on trying to find the stuff that was giving off that
Mm-hmm.
evil scent earlier.
Like you're focusing onto these objects, but even so, you see like the I guess the odorous and this aura of undeath just still kind of like every now and then like creeps into your vision, as much as you focus. But the difference between Sonar's undeath versus what you see on one of these pendants is this kind of black shard. Very different from what the hell is it called? Charlene?
Charlene?
Yes, that. Um, it seems to be more reflective and less malleable, would easily kind of break. And it seems to have a tether to um, somewhere else.
Um, and this was on the pendant, you said?
Yes. In
Um,
Nine's back.
so I'll hold up the pendant towards Nine. This is giving off a slight evil sense, and it seems to be tied to something else, like there's a string attaching it somewhere else, but I don't know where that string goes.
when you say that, he kind of pokes at another item. First of all, when you did your thing, he kind of like watched you very intently just to make sure like you were kind of on the up and up, and also like very very respectful of kind of what you kind of said and what you were kind of like acknowledging. So he was a little kind of distracted when you're like talking about the pendant, but then he focuses back up and he's like, when you mentioned the tether thing, he actually kind of rummages around and holds up a ruby as well. And he says, "What about this thing?"
Uh, Go to focus on that as well.
All right. Real quick, Zach, what are you perceiving at this time as this like almost battle had occurred and it has slowly settled down a bit? What is going
I
through your
think
head?
she's reading her book. She's probably not. She probably knows that they're talking. She's probably seen them, but she's not like she's not clocking them
Okay.
as far as like the conversation going or what's happening. She's probably like across the room drinking a tea or something.
Right. Okay. All right. And y'all are looking at this stuff. Was there any other questions y'all had?
The ruby.
Ruby. It's not as it's been used in spell casting, so it has the magic of who kind of used it. So it's not as a deep aura as the pendant, but it's just kind of faint, almost like a little smoke coming
So,
off of
so
it.
it's more like bloodstained as opposed to intent.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Yes. Yes.
Okay. The ruby, it doesn't have the same like string. It's, you know how when you hit somebody in the face with like a board or just a plate or something, and you get a little bit of blood on there and it kind of stains it. And it's not that the board was an evil thing. It was just something that you're building your house with, and you hit somebody in the face with it. And now you got this blood stain on it. That's what's going on with this ruby.
He kind of like takes that in, and you kind of see like him, his shoulders kind of slug in almost disappointment in a way, but then kind of like a little bit of maybe like that's for the better. And then he's like, "Well, is that is that everything you get a vibe from, Adrian? I think that's kind of all the items that
Mm-hmm.
are okay." So then Nines
All the
goes.
items I remember you had.
I'm gonna do a quick insight check. Natural 20.
On what exactly? Sorry.
Yeah, what are you,
Uh,
what are you
yeah,
trying
so,
to
well, I mean, so insight on Nines as he's talking about this. Just Rod's trying to like put some pieces together. He sees the disappointed look. He remembers the notebook with the circled name, and just kind of looks at him and goes, Was the ruby a gift from this white tiefling?"
Well, probably not a gift from her. Probably more from Bathsheba. But the ruby is something, based on what you said, it's probably some kind of magical focus from this person in Avarice, a white tiefling, who killed a bunch of people. He's probably killed a lot of people and wants to kill even more.
Well, then
And
that would
I
explain. Yeah, that would explain the feeling on it. That again, it's not. The ruby is just a ruby. It's just stained with what it was used for.
Well, I am a little appreciative that it doesn't sound like there's some kind of tether, like, and then he holds up like the pendant that you indicated. He said, "This I got off some old creepy lady in the care here in Kirdenable. She we were trying to rescue I think the speaker, if I remember right. I can't remember exactly.
Yeah, you're this town. Yeah, the one you sold the weapons
Yeah,
to.
yeah. The speaker's been sick. I have my notes right here. Yeah. The speaker had supposedly fallen sick. My party originally, with my other fellow members, we to investigate, figured out that he was, sick. He brings up the air quotes, under duress. We went in and kind of, helped alleviate that problem, and that's where this very old, decrepit lady said some very creepy things about Zordarak, the spine of the world, systematically destroyed 10 towns and prophecies and a bunch of other weird mumbo jumbo garbage. But she wore this nice shiny thing around her neck, so I took it.
Wow. Does any of that like story? Obviously not. What Nines in the group did, but the story that the old lady told, like Zordarak or any of that.
Mm-hmm.
Is that taught?
You
Like,
can
Oh, is that like taught? No.
no. Okay.
Well, okay. Let me just kind of. I'm just saying. Nines probably said it to you like this, but somebody that was there would kind of say essentially that somebody's coming to conquer Icewind Dale unless y'all Nines defeats them. And that the fortress you're looking for is on the spine of the world. Zardarok.
and then she
Yeah. Will destroy
then she just
towns
died.
systematically. Yeah. The characters will die if they face Zordarok too soon. They must test their mettle against the horrors that haunt the farthest reaches of Icewind Dale before they can hope to survive the perils of Zordarok's fortress.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So Zordarak is a current person, not a like historic figure or religious figure or something like that.
Right.
All right.
He's a warlord, essentially.
Well, yeah, this sounds like this old lady wasn't done with the pendant, or it feels like this old lady wasn't done with the pendant.
Oh, she just died. She knew she was going to die.
She
Yeah, Nines is like she seemed pretty done with it. She died. She had a heart attack. She's dead.
man, something's not done with the pendant.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I mean, is it tied to somebody in this room? He kind of is like shifty eyed, not trying to show it, but he's like looking at Zach, like out of the corner of his eye, like trying to motion to Rod.
Yeah, I just got a sense that it was tied to something, not like a direction or anything. GM.
Yeah, it's not towards anything in particular. It's just like it's connected somewhere else. I would not say that there is definitely not a direction at all. I think that'd be too. I know where it's connected. I'm just trying. I don't think it visually it would point to anywhere in particular.
Okay.
Yeah, it makes sense. All right. Well, I mean,
This is a level 2 ability after all. Like, so I know I'm not gonna get the answers to everything.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
well, I mean, that's good to know. I mean, they're not here. I mean, I'm planning to sell this thing, but I mean, you can see kind of like motions around to like the care and But I mean, this kind of seems like something to sell and never ever or something. So kind of waiting to find somebody with a little more shiny metal on them. Part with it.
Actually, knowing that I guess now knowing that there's some type of tie on it.
Mm-hmm.
Has Zach or Cleo done anything with this to see if there's like
I don't
any of the
believe
magic
so.
stuff on it?
Zach?
I don't think they even know about it.
Yeah. I don't.
Yeah, I think this was before them, and I mean, it's been in my bag. Like I said, I was planning to hawk it, same as the scimitars they just sold. I got a bunch of stuff. You want a war pick?
Before my time.
Do you potentially want one of them to take a look at it, see if there's anything more? Because, I mean, if you can confirm it's magical, then that's going to get you a little bit more money off of it. But then again, if it's like magical and cursed, we should probably sell it to the right person at that point, if you get what I'm saying.
I don't know. Do you like what you're saying? Can I insight him? I want to make
Sure.
sure he actually. I want to make sure he actually plans to get me gold. Like that sounds like cleric talk for let's like give it to a church for free.
Sure, you can check it out.
All right. That's a shit roll. That's a 10.
That's fine. Like, he was only being mild. Like, he was only barely being coy about it. He was absolutely like, no, look, by all means, sell it if you want, but like, if it's cursed, maybe sell it to a bad person. You know, don't just, you know. We should probably be careful who we sell it to if it's cursed, and you know.
Never be careful with you. Nice is like he kind of like sizes you up, sees what he likes. He goes, yeah. I like that. I like that. Okay. Yeah. They haven't seen it. They could take a look at it. Maybe they'd find something about it. Hey Cleo, are you here? Can you come?
if that's the case, maybe we shall end it here then.
Oh yeah.
And then we can what's it called? We can get Cleo in on this. And then we'll start probably heading towards East Haven next time.
So, about next time, I do have some bad news. I will not be available for the next 2 weeks.
Oh, spicy. Oh, okay. Down to Dallas. Wait, in 2 weekends? Alright. Yeah. Alright, well, collectively it seems like most people are out next Friday. Alright, sounds like we'll do that by, and then I think on the 31st I might have a one-shot for y'all then. It's gonna be level 10. So yeah. Something I'm working on. Okay. Any other questions? Before I head off to bed. Alright, sounds good. Next week we're off, and then the following week we'll have a one-shot. That because then I have to play that one-shot. What's it called? I think on that weekend for a charity event. Fun. Dude, listen, I did a what's it called? I did a game where it was like a heist with everyone here.